My stepmother, Vanessa, was the definition of too perfect. She married my dad 2 years ago and immediately transformed our lives, acting like the most loving, doting woman on the planet. My dad completely struck gold, or so he thought. He trusted her so much that he was planning to sign our family home's deed over to her name. But 3 days ago, everything shattered. I was watching TV in the living room and accidentally dropped my AirPod deep between the heavy leather sofa cushions. As I reached my hand all the way down into the dark crack to grab it, my fingers brushed against something cold and plastic. I pulled it out, and my heart stopped. It was a cheap, generic prepaid burner phone. The screen lit up with a fresh text notification, and because there was no lock screen, the message was fully visible. The text read, "Asterisk, is the old man signing the house over next week? Tell me the money is almost safe." Asterisk shaking, I opened the chat history. It wasn't just a regular affair, it was a calculated financial scam. Vanessa was texting her secret, actual husband. They were laughing about how clueless my dad was, and she was bragging about how she had already successfully funneled thousands of dollars from his emergency savings into an offshore account. I realized that if I confronted her right then, she would just manipulate my dad and lie her way out of it. So I took deep breaths, used my own phone to take crystal clear photos of every single text message, bank detail, and phone number, and carefully slid the burner phone exactly back into the couch cushions. That night, my dad came home from work, completely exhausted but smiling, mentioning that the lawyer was coming the next morning to finalize the house deed. Vanessa played the perfect, loving wife, serving him dinner while I sat across from her, pretending everything was fine. Later that evening, I called my dad into the home office under the pretext of needing help with some paperwork. I locked the door, slid my phone across the desk, and told him to look. Watch the color completely drain from his face was heartbreaking. The love in his eyes turned into pure, cold fury as he looked at the proof of her fraud and her real identity. Instead of throwing a screaming fit, my dad played the long game. He quietly called his lawyer and the police that very night. The next morning, Vanessa sat at the dining table with a smug smile, waiting for the lawyer to arrive with the deed. But when the doorbell rang, it wasn't just the lawyer. 2 police officers walked into the living room right behind him. Vanessa's perfect facade instantly dropped, as she was handed a freeze order on all her accounts and a pair of handcuffs for grand larceny and fraud. She thought she was a master con artist, but she ended up losing everything just because she forgot her burner phone in the couch.